Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. The Russians are losing and losing and losing somehow, but the news are mostly that they are getting more and more and more cities. And if you look and check that on the map, you see that that movement of the Russian troops are towards the west, not towards the east. So I don't know how they are losing when they're advancing. But actually, I know how that is, but I'm just, it's very funny when the news are telling you that the Russians don't want to fight anymore, the Russians are deserting, the generals are, whatever they do, they're killed, they have this many losses that they might have, they can't, they're pushed back by the Ukrainian army, they can't cross that river 50 times, they're pushed back, and somehow they keep going. I don't know how. Do you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know exactly what's going on. So, just to exemplify that, you know, how should I put it? I don't know. I call it misinformation. You know why? But this trend in the corporate mass media in the West, I'm going to use two articles that are from today, May 31st, 2022. One is from the New Voice of Ukraine, and the other one is from Los Angeles Times. And this is the title of the one in New Voice of Ukraine. And it says, part of Severodonetsk under Russian control, but no risk of encirclement, says Luhansk governor. So they reached Severodonetsk. Part of it, we're going to find out how much, is under Russian control, no risk of encirclement. So don't worry, they're kept over there. Now, my thing is, why, not my thing, the question is, why are they fighting inside the cities? I rarely see these guys fighting outside, somewhere on a plain by some forests or something. Most of this happen inside the cities. Why is the Russian military going inside the cities and fight the Ukrainian army in the cities? It's because the Ukrainian army is located in the city, isn't it? Why would they be located in the city? Defending the city? You defend the city before the invader gets in, correct? So is that a kind of using human shields to protect your army? Is this for PR reasons? What is this? When you had, I don't know, the Battle of uh, Kursk, actually, Kursk, to make it Russian, right? They were tanks against tanks. It was nothing like, okay, well, you can, oh, wait a second. It was also, you know, the Stalingrad. Yeah, but the Stalingrad had a meaning. It was a big meaning, the name of Stalin. I mean, if that falls, can you imagine how much propaganda the Germans would have pushed forward? We took Stalin's town. And besides, those were Soviets. These are Ukrainians, which are better than Soviets, aren't they? I don't really see these guys fighting. They fight in what? They bomb Odessa. They're over there. They fight here. Towns. No, you know, army against army. I don't know. And this was I mean, this thing was pointed out by two people. One was a friend of mine, and the other one was a former U.S. Colonel Doug McGregor, who said the Ukrainian army is located in the cities. That's where the Russians are fighting them. Now, I don't know if all of them can be all, but why is, look here. And then I say, oh, so many civilians died. What were you doing in the city? Don't use the Berlin example. Berlin was the last stand. Hitler was in Berlin. So what are you going to do? Stay around it and call him out, come outside so we can fight outside? But here is no Zelensky here, and they're not going to do anything with Kiev, but the armies are inside cities. All right, so let's go. They fight however they want. Don't get me wrong. It's about defending your country. But on the other hand, it's like you expose your population, your civilians, your infrastructure to those guys. Do you think they would come and just destroy the city, the Russians, if the military would not be over there? Just move on, change the government, change the leadership, as everyone will do, and move on and look for the Ukrainians, for the Ukrainian army. But these guys are in there, so then they cry, oh, civilians died. What are you supposed to do? I mean, in a war, that's what it is. So it says here that part of Severodonetsk is under Russian control. He said, all right, this is the Luhansk governor. There is no risk of encirclement of the town. Street fighting continues in Severodonetsk. Street fighting. Our defenders are trying to push the Russians to the outskirts. Only Russians' corpses can feel free in the regional center. I don't know what that is, but anyway. It says, according to Haidai, Russian troops plan to clean up the area around Severodonetsk. A battalion of soldiers and military hardware are being transferred to the village of Sirotine and Borivske. To put it simply, they are going to loot and cover their tracks, destroying and killing civilians. Okay, all right, maybe you protect your civilians. Why don't you do it in front, ahead of time? Why do you do it in the city? Because you lost? Because they push you there? So where are the counterattacks of the Ukrainians we hear about? It says here, on May 30th, Russian troops advanced deep into Severodonetsk. Street fighting is underway in the town. Why? Why? And then I go to the other one, the other article where it says Russian forces close in on takeover of eastern Ukrainian province. And here we have Ukrainian forces desperately tried to block a complete Russian takeover of one of the country's two eastern provinces Tuesday, with Russian troops clawing out incremental gains, even as European leaders agreed to partial blah, blah, blah. We don't care about the oil because it's not going to stop Putin. Putin has other markets, but they keep parroting that. A combination force of Russian troops, Chechen fighters, and pro-Moscow separatists slugged their way deeper into Severodonetsk, the Ukrainian government's seat of power in the province of Luhansk, seizing a sizable portion of the city that has been almost completely destroyed in the fighting. Why is that? And I'm quoting, we can say that a third of Severodonetsk is already under our control, said Leonid Pasechnik, the Moscow-backed leader of the self-proclaimed breakaway Luhansk People's Republic, in an interview with Russian state news operator TASS. He added that his forces controlled 95% of Luhansk territory. 95. After this done, first step of the operation is completed. 95. So it's almost done. Our offensive is proceeding perhaps not as fast as we would like, he said. But above all, we want to preserve the infrastructure of the city as much as possible. And then it says here, over the weekend, now is the covering of the Los Angeles Times, whatever this is. They cover it. They say, over the weekend, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that the Russian assault has already destroyed all of the Severodonetsk critical infrastructure. Another city official last week said about 90% of the residential buildings in the cities were damaged. Okay, get your army out of that then. What do you want me to do? Just let you stay over there? That's my operation. I'm going to take care of you. It's like unbelievable. But anyway, this is, and that was the cover. It goes here again. As the battle for Severodonetsk intensifies, up to 12,000 civilians remain caught in the crossfire without sufficient access to water, food, medicine, or electricity. Secretary General of the Norwegian Refugee Council Aid Group said in a statement Tuesday. Why is that? Why is that? Oh, because the Russians invaded. Okay, if we think just like that, then we're never going to find out answers to solve problems. But nevertheless, so somehow the Russians, and that's going to be gone. Severodonetsk is going to be collapsing. The Russians are going to encircle the army, take over, and going to do the 100% Luhansk. How do you want to call that? Liberated, occupied, whatever. This is what's going to be. It's going to be. And if it's not going to be, I don't know. I'm just going to close my curtains. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. I give it 99.9%.